Hey, my ladies. How are you doing today? It's been a bit. I trust you're doing well and you're happy because we are here to make you really, really better. No matter the situation you're in, to make you better. Welcome to Care and Counsel with Emma. I am Emma. I'm a counselor, a wife, a mother, a sister, a friend, whichever one you choose for me to be to you, that's what we are going to be on this group. So we are here to offer advice, offer support, offer counsel on things that have to do with women, from singlehood to marriage to pregnancy to childbearing, things that affect the emotions mostly. Those are the things we'll be talking about. So, staying here, today we are going to talk about something very special. And this is for my single ladies. If you're a single lady in the house, say yeah, yeah. Oh, Lord. So, singleness is actually a blessing. I would say it's a time that you should, enjoy yourself in a good way, discover yourself, and make all the plans you want to make. If there's any skill or anything you want to acquire, the best time to do so is when you're single, you know. But let's move to the topic for today. So, today we are going to talk about 10 things you need to check to find a good husband. So these are the things I'll be talking about today. And I believe you're gonna have a good ride. Just stay to the end because the best bit is at the end. The bottom of a pot is always yummier, right? So wait till the end so that you can see those valid points, the best of the points, because the best is going to come at the end. Yeah. So are you ready for marriage? Are you at that age where you're looking at, oh, I want to get married? I'm looking forward to get married, maybe in some years' time. What should I look out for in a man? What qualifies a good man? How can I know who my husband is? Those questions are going to be answered here. So, first of all, if you want to attract a good man, you need to be a good woman. So, what does being a good woman entail? You need to know who you are. You need to know who you are. You need to know where you're heading to in life. You need to know what you want in life. For example, do you want to stay in Africa? Do you want to stay in Europe? Do you want to stay in America? Do you want to be a medical doctor? Do you want to practice? Do you want to have your children at a particular time and maybe stay with them and do some work from home jobs until they are all grown before you start going out of the house to work? Or do you want to be a career woman right from the beginning? What are your drives in life, and what is your purpose on earth? If you're a Christian, you should have found out from God, what is my purpose on earth? What am I doing here? Because He's the one that put you here. So you need to find out what you're doing here first of all. You need to find out which way you're going. Then you'll be able to choose a man that you can help in his own work with God, or in his own life, or in his own purpose for life, because you're going to be a helpmate. And if you're going this way and he's going that way, it wouldn't be a nice thing. So you're going to be choosing a man that you're going in the same direction with. So that's settled. You've settled who you are. You've handled who you are. You're building up yourself in the best way you can, equipping yourself in the best way you can to be a good wife. then you're going to look for the man. And first of all, the man has to have the same values with you. So if you don't know your values, you wouldn't know who has the same values with you. Values does not mean like the same person that likes the same hobbies with you, likes clubbing, likes partying with you, and those kind of things. No. He has the same values means the things he like, let's say morally, in life generally, in the direction he's going, you have the same values. You could have different personality traits, which is most likely because people that are introverts are more likely to attract extroverts and vice versa. So that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about core values of life. Do you have the same values? That is what you should be looking out for. When you put discuss, do you put discuss like, are you heading in the same direction? Or is he heading to a local market in Nigeria and you're heading to, professionalism abroad? That means you don't have the same values. And in so many other ways too. Secondly, he has to be intelligent. So the first one is that he has to have the same values as you. Secondly, is that he has to be intelligent. You should be able to engage in discussions with this man you want to marry. You should be able to talk with him without him touching you all over your body, wanting to kiss you, wanting to get into the bed with you at every slightest sight of you. Wanting to splatter money on you or give you food without wanting to have any talk with you. He should be able to have intelligent discussions with you. Where are you headed in life? What do you like? What don't you like? What do you want in a wife? What do you want in a marriage? What are your future prospects? Discussing such things with him should be something he should be able to engage in. Because the sights, sometimes those things vanish. If you say you want a 6 foot tall man, a tall, dark, and handsome, or tall, fair, and broad shouldered, whatever, those things can perish in the twinkling of an eye. Have you seen people that have undergone fire accidents? How it just happened and the person just changed completely. If something happens to that physical look today, what is left will be the person on the inside, and the intellect the person has. So, will you be able to live with that person? Because those ones are fleeting. When the age advances, the tummy protrudes, he looks sunken, he looks different. Will you still be able to stay with him? Will you still be able to love him all the same? So he should be intelligent. Thirdly, he should be a secure person. He should be secure in himself. He should be comfortable in himself. No, it doesn't mean he should be rich or proud or arrogant. They are two different things. If you've watched the video on self-worth, you will understand what I mean. I mean, he should know who he is and accept who he is. He shouldn't be trying to, camouflage who he is, make you think he's smart when he's struggling with some things, or make you think he's rich when actually he's struggling financially. He should be confident in himself. If you stay with a man that gets angry easily, thinking you're insulting him or thinking you're looking down on him in one way or the other, with discussion, with interaction for some time, you find this out. If you stay with a man that is that way, that keeps imposing himself on you and reminding you that he's the man, that he's older than you, then there's a self-esteem issue there. There's an insecurity issue there. And you should watch out for that. So I would say these are the red flags you should look out for. And the ones I'm telling you are the green flags you should watch out for. So those are the good points. And if you see a man that has low self-esteem, that has insecurities, it is a red flag. I don't think you want to stay with such a person for life. because it will be a nightmare for you if you do. And then, fourthly, he should be a man that speaks truth to you and doesn't tell you things he thinks you want to hear. A man that inspires you to be the best. If you take an exam, for example, and you want to go on higher education, or you want to improve on yourself in one way or the other, you want to take a course, or you want to learn a skill, and he's like, no, 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 don't worry, you're gonna stay in the house and look after the children. That's outdated men. Even in the olden days, our men used to allow our women to do business, to trade, and all that and all that. So a man that doesn't want you to improve on yourself, a man that tells you lies, when you have a bad attitude, or you have something that is not going well for you, and he lies to you, in fact, you know that he's lying, it's not a good sign for you. He should be able to tell you the truth in love and then leave you to decide on what to do about it. So if a man is lying to you and making you feel in ways that you shouldn't be feeling normally, telling you things that you really don't, he feels you want to hear instead of the actual truth, then that's a red flag. So he should be able to tell you the truth in love, tell you the truth in the best way you can handle it, and then let you take the decision on how to handle it. So next thing is, don't marry a stingy man, marry a generous man. And here I would come in with, it's not about money alone. Marry a man that is willing to be generous with his money, generous with his time, generous with his resources, etc. And here I will also add, watch out for whether he's generous to other people but not to you. Because there are some people that, in my dialect, we call them omelora. So you see them, they are kind to every other person except that one that is with them at home, except family. Watch out for those kind. Those are red flags. So a man should be willing to spend time with you, call you on the phone, spend time with you. You know, why I'm making emphasis on these things is that if a man doesn't do these things at the courting stage or at the dating stage, just know that it's going to get worse in marriage. Marriage doesn't change a man, it just amplifies his character. So probably he was, trying to cover up who he was during the courtship stage, during the getting to know each other stage. Then when he shows his true color in marriage, that means it's going to be worse, right? So you should better watch out for these things. Be sensitive about it. Because here I know men can put up shows and then you just believe it. So watch out for these signs in men. If he doesn't spend time with you, he doesn't spend money on you, you're saying, oh, I'm very, very hungry, I've not gotten my salary, or one thing or the other. And he's saying, wow, be encouraged. He's not showing any concern. He's not trying to help in any way. In fact, a friend of mine, Well-being with Nneka, I'll put her link in the comment section so that you can go to her channel and learn a thing or two. She said, if you want to know if a man is generous, you should, when he visits, get something like food, serve him food, or just serve him like meat or something nice, something, special, and just serve him. And don't bring double forks or spoons or anything like that. Just serve it to him alone and see if he's going to offer anything to you. If he doesn't offer any to you, run as far as you can from such a man, because the man is a stingy man, sister. So I believe in that test too. I think it's true. So you try that test out, or any other way you can find out. So here I emphasize that we are not talking about money alone. We are talking about resources. He sees that you're stuck, and probably he's doing a particular business or he's doing a particular job, and you're stuck with somebody to help you do that thing. And he's still helping you to look around for someone else. He's not offering services. He's not offering any help or any advice. Then he's not the person. He's stingy, actually. So don't marry a man that is unfaithful. Marry a faithful man. So you know that this uncle is everybody's friend, is everybody's servicer. He follows everything in skirts or everything that is named a lady. He doesn't let them pass without sampling them. You know that he's that way. Then you shouldn't be found with him. Apart from heartbreak, there are so many things, both spiritual and physical, that you could contact being with such a person. Sexually transmitted diseases. Oh Lord, you don't want to be with such a person. You don't want to be with such a person. If you already know that this man is unfaithful, don't even try and say, oh, I'm going to change him. Some will say when he gets married, he will relax with his wife. He will not be looking outside again. It's not true. It's not true. He might devise coded ways to do it, or he might even start bringing them to the house, even in your presence. Don't go and dance and say, oh, I'm the one that has him. He's the one that is me. He decided to marry. It's not something for you to boast about. My dear, if he's unfaithful, you know he's unfaithful. Please flee from such a man. Another way you could know about his unfaithfulness is the kind of friends he keeps. Does he keep covering up for them when they are unfaithful? Does he keep covering up for them when they bring in extra girls? Even when they are not married yet, probably they are engaged to someone, or they have multiple girls in their lives. Those are ways you can find this out. So what kind of friends does he have? Does he cover up for them when they do such things? Then you will know whether he is unfaithful or not. Another man you should look out for is a man that is consistent, not unruly. Not a man that likes disobeying rules and nobody can talk to. There's an example of such a man in the Bible, and his name is Nabal. In the story of David, when he was running from Saul, and how this lady had a husband that refused to listen to anybody. His name was Nabal. And the Bible recorded that this guy does not listen to anybody. And in the end, where did he get him? He got killed for no reason. So you don't want to find yourself with a man that is unruly. A man that when a rule is given, like they say, oh, everybody should sleep by 6 p.m. He will say, no, why should I sleep by 6 p.m.? I want to stay awake till 10. Or they will say, don't drive double on this road. He will say, no, I'm going to drive it. Why would they give such a rule? You don't want to be with such a man, because your heart will keep hanging in the air every minute of the day. You will keep, in fact, it's not a good place to be. You should marry a man that listens to advice, godly advice. He should be a man that listens to advice. He should be a man that lives by instructions, that doesn't just do things on his own. Now, this is different from being somebody that is easily manipulated. So in that security part that we talked about, a man that is secure in himself, he should be able to make decisions and stand by it. But when he listens to godly counsel and he needs to change those decisions, he should also be able to boldly change them, being a secure person. So these are two very delicate places that look similar, but they are not. So he should be able to stand by his decisions, but he should be able to listen to other people's opinions and be able to decipher the one to follow and the one not to. He shouldn't be easily moved about by every wind of doctrine, everything that comes. He just sways around. No, 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 that's not what I mean. Okay. So the next one is an angry man or an abusive man. A man that when you say something to him, he just reads negative meaning into everything you say. He gets angry at everything you say. You talk to him and he's raging already and raising his hand and holding himself back. My sister, one day that hand will be let loose and it will actually touch you. If he can think about it, if he can threaten you that he will hit you, then one day he will actually do so. Sis, don't enter into that trap. If he's easily angered, you've been in situations, even if it's not at you, watch the way he reacts to other people, the way let it not be explained the way by I have a hot temper. You don't want to stay with somebody that has a hot temper, because when that hot temper doesn't have any other person to channel it to, it will be channeled to you eventually. And you'll be the target. So, as I'm saying all this, I'm talking to you as well. Sister, if you have any of these attitudes in you, start working on yourself. Start praying about it. Start asking God to help you. So that before you get married, you'll be the right woman. So if you have hot temper, if you have all these things in you, you should be able to work on them and at least get over them up to 80% or more before you get into a marriage. Don't marry a mommy's boy. Don't marry a mommy's boy that is always mommy this, mommy that, mommy that. Yeah, it's good that he respects his mom. That's a very good virtue. But his mom shouldn't be his controlling factor. Like the way we talked about him following people and, doing everything people tell him to do. That shouldn't be the man you should be marrying. Because when you enter into that marriage, you will cry tears, premium tears, because of his attachment to his mom. So that's the word. Don't marry a man that is too attached to his mom. Don't marry a man that way. Marry a man that, even though he loves his mom, he respects her, he has a mind of his own. He is a man of his own. Not in every sentence he makes, he says, mommy says, or you people are finished making decisions about something and he tells you he's changing it because his mommy says. Then such a man, take notes. It's not wise to go into that relationship. So the final point, and this is if you're a Christian, I'll tell you the truth from my heart. Don't marry an unbeliever. The Bible says don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers. And that means you have the life of God in you. And that person that has not given their life to Christ yet does not have the life of God in them. So let's say you're a dog, you have a dog life, and that other person has a cat life. Do dogs and cats intermarry? Let me put it that way because I know you will understand what I mean. They don't. So you shouldn't find yourself intermarrying with an unbeliever. If an unbeliever is coming to marry you, that means devil is his father. And because God is your father, that means you have father-in-laws that are not in the same. You should marry people that have the same father-in-law with you. That means your father is their father-in-law and their father is your father-in-law. That is God. I've seen Christians that have been in marriages and their marriages have been horrible. Talk more of if you go and marry an unbeliever. All the things you've been doing, devil has been waiting for you to get married, and this is the time he's going to unleash himself. So you don't want to be caught doing that. You don't want to be caught, oh, sis, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't say, oh, my time is running out. Your time is not running out. Even if you marry at 45 years, God will still give you the best man. He will still give you the one for you. And he will still give you the best. You will not regret it. So after checking in fact, this is the first thing you're supposed to check as a Christian. If he's born again, if he's a Christian. If you're not a Christian, it's okay, marry somebody that like you. But if you're a Christian, please don't do this. Marry a Christian like you. That is part of the first values we talked about. Somebody that has the same values with you. Because if devil is your father-in-law, one day he will say, hit her. And he just unleashes his hand on you. One day he will say, kick her. He will just be doing anything he likes. But if you marry a Christian, you know he has the Holy Spirit in him. If he misbehaves, you got to report him to his father. If there's no physical father to talk to, there is a God to talk to. There's the Holy Spirit to talk to. And they will put him in order. So this is the best experience you can ever have in marriage. So this is the first check as a Christian you should do before you start doing these other checks. So I believe you're blessed by this point. Next, we are going to talk about something else for the singles. Just watch out on this page and, ask questions. Add your own contributions. Are there things I've not mentioned here? Please add them in the comment section. You're married and you want to advise the singles. Add your comments in the sections to help, encourage them and direct them in the right way. God bless you. See you next time.